Hey, Scorpio, welcome to your X reading for September. I hope you're all well, happy, and safe. Thank you for all the love and beautiful energy you bring to the channel. Thanks for your likes, your shares, your views, your subscribes, and most importantly, thank you so much for your comments. I love reading your comments. I'm so nosy. I want to know your stories, but most importantly, and no jokes, it really does help me connect with your energy, and I use that for my future readings. If you're new here to Soul Embers, hello, my name is Andrea. I hope you find whatever it is that you're looking for and you stay for the journey. Everything you guys need to know about this reading and the channel, the disclaimer, all of that stuff, you'll find in the description box below, and how timing and energy can be applied as well. If you guys are interested in a personal reading because you really vibe with my style, contact details and instructions are in the description box below. So let's jump into it, Scorpio, and see what's going on with this ex. What brings you here? Who am I connecting with? What is it that you would like to know about this ex? What clarity do you seek? What do you want to know about this connection? What brings you here? And what are they about? Scorpio, I've already cleansed, meditated, and channeled some energy for you. And as I was meditating on your energy and drawing it in, I felt that the Scorpios that I'm connecting with are moving on, taking action, like putting things in place to make sure that they move on from this ex, right? I feel that you're really being conscious and mindful of cutting everything out of your life that's not serving your higher purpose when it comes to love, because I feel that it affects your overall well-being in general, or when it came to this ex it did. So you may be removing yourself from mutual friends or places or even social media that would mean that there is some sort of a connection. You're making that conscious effort is what I'm getting. Underneath all of this though, Scorpio, there is hurt and there is rejection, and there is some simmering anger happening there. I'm not saying that it's not for good reason. I'm just saying what I feel. All right, so let's see. Let's break this down. What is this about? When it comes to this ex, what is this about? I feel that you're looking for love. You're wanting to start something new. Scorpio, I really do. You're not shut off to love. In fact, you want to offer something stable. You want to take it slowly. You don't necessarily want to leap into something else and be all consumed by passion or all consumed by emotion. I feel that you really want to take stable, measured steps moving forward and close this cycle out. There is this element that, you may have been in that undecided space when it comes to love and this person for some time now, and all of a sudden it's almost like you've woken up and you're like, I want intimacy, I want to be spoiled, I want to do the things that couples do, let's say, and I'm ready for that. I'm ready to welcome just connection into my life that makes me feel good, because whatever this situation is did not make me feel good, still doesn't make me feel good, yet here I am trying to figure out and weigh up whether I want to be with this person or not, right? And so at this time, you're making that final decision, you're making that judgment to really bring forth, to harness, let's say, all the things that you've learnt about yourself, your experiences, and bring to life that emotional aspect of you, that your heart space. We're talking about activating your heart space and feeling this passion, knowing that you're worthy of receiving love. really, you're not sitting on idle anymore. That's what I'm getting. Meanwhile, the person that you're connecting with, or this ex, they've gone silent. Radio silence here. No talking. There's no communication. That's what I feel. I feel that you have really turned your back on them. You have energetically cut them out, and they are not feeling 100% confident as to whether or not that this is going to, come back together. I feel that things may have been kind of left up in the air. It was a little bit unfinished, and the space as far as time goes, or linear time goes, is growing, and it's creating this massive gap between the two of you. I feel this person's really starting to panic, and they're trying to reach out almost energetically and try and understand what's going on. Where are you at? This silence that they're feeling is really affecting them. It's causing them to go within and really think of ways to bring this back into fruition. They're trying to manifest you again, Scorpio. That's what I'm getting. And I'm just looking, the intentions that they're setting out into the universe, the frequencies that they're sending out. They're trying to reach you energetically, connect with you energetically somehow, because I feel there's been a cut-off, right? You are protected. You're in your little bubble of manifesting something new, using what you've got to really resurrect. That's what I feel. Resurrect the love that you have within you, but with looking into the future, not looking into the past. So I'm just going to pull out a couple more cards before I get into this one. There's no way you're taking action. I mean, you've been waiting for the answers to come. You have been, where you are, where your ex is now is where you were like months ago. Okay? And it's almost like that ironic energy exchange we're talking about here, the flip of the polarities, where, you were in a, let's say, you were in a space where you were calling them in, and you were energetically trying to understand the situation, trying to figure out whether or not you wanted to approach them and extend your love to them again and start this over again. And you've gone past that. I feel that their lack of action towards you at that time really turned you off. It really made you feel it made you realize that they don't see your worth. And so it really turned you off. And now you've come out of that and you're ready to move forward. And they're now experiencing what you experienced. Oh, they are so trying. They're lost. They're like, what do I do? My Scorpio, it's he or she isn't communicating. I feel that they know what you're doing. They're in this panic mode where they're like, he or she's slipping away from me. By the way, guys, if that sounds more like them and you sound more like, well, they sound more like you, flip the energy as you need to, right? So they're in this panic mode, trying to understand, what's going on with Scorpio. That's it. I've lost him or her. She's about to slip through my fingers, or he's about to slip through my fingers, and it's because I haven't been taking action. There is a lot of pride associated with this, and, while I was sitting there and not taking action, trying to figure out myself, and I worked on myself. So this person, you may have seen them completely detached from you, Scorpio. Like You know, it's almost like they started to work on themselves, their own well-being, really looking after their body, looking after, they may have started going to the gym, which is something they never did before, or they may have started a new hobby, which they were talking about when they were with you, and then, you know, after you guys went your separate ways, they started that. They may have made new connections, and whatever the case may be, they really stepped into their own when they separated, and you realize that this person is not taking any action towards me, and I need to move on. And you healed from that desire to wanting to approach them and reconcile, right? They don't know what to do. They don't know how to come towards you. They're really, really, really stuck. They're focusing on themselves, but at the same time, they're energetically reaching out to you. They're, and you know why this is happening to them? They're like really at war with themselves. They don't want to reach out to you. It's almost like they don't want you to be right. There's this thing about you being right and them submitting to being wrong or admitting to being wrong and having to humble themselves. And that's something that they're really fighting with. Their pride and their ego has taken over, and it is not healthy for their inner peace. So while they're working on themselves, what they're actually doing is they're trying to distract themselves by the fact that Scorpio can't leave their mind. Whereas you have no, and you may have a little bit of simmering anger about whatever happened here, but most importantly, what you realize is that you're not going to take action against someone who can't admit to the part that they played. It's not going to work. This is what you're saying. And you know what? You're their person, and they know it. And they're like so stubbornly ignoring it. And you're like, well, okay, sure, fine. You do you. You do you, and you watch me do me. So for those of you that you know what happened here? This person wanted to go out and work on themselves. This is the message that I'm getting ultimately for this person. They decided one day that, you know what, I really just want to work on myself. I don't want to invest in furthering this at this time. There are things I need to take care of, and I want to take care of myself. And this was very hurtful to you because you poured a lot of love and devotion into bringing this into fruition. And there is so much love here. There is so much love between the two of you, but we have one person or one energy that's really stubborn about being right at the detriment of their own happiness. You know, who knows what, there may have been an argument and they may have said things that they now think that if they cannot stand by, it really compromises their pride. So for those of you that want to reconcile, and those of you that don't want to reconcile, this is the card that popped up when I was the Page of Pentacles, when I was shuffling and channeling your energy. You know, Scorpio, the message here is you gave a spark of life to this person, which triggered them emotionally, okay? They decided they wanted to use that. They didn't acknowledge, actually, they didn't see its worth at that time. And it's only now that they're going through and starting to understand that there is something within them that no one else has really been able to tap into before. This is why they're at war. It's like they're going through that process of discovering and finding that inner balance, coming to terms with who they were and this new person they're transitioning into because of the union that you guys shared. So it's almost like they don't want to let go of their old ways, but they know that things can never be the same for them and the way they view love and relationships after they met you. So you are that. That's why they're energetically calling out to you, because you were that pivotal point to them. And they see you as their person because no one else has been able to connect with them. Yet the way they treated you was the way they treated everyone else. And you recognize that you deserve more because you did bring a different level to them as they brought a different level to you. So why would you treat them the same and why would they treat you the same? That type of energy. And what they did was they took this love that you gave them to nurture the union and they poured it into, manifesting a beautiful life and working on themselves, hitting the pause button on the relationship with you and them so that they can work on themselves. They made a decision. And so now you're like, I'm sorry. Let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that little spark that ignited whatever it ignited that you used as a stepping stone to better your life. I'm going to take that back and I'm going to cultivate it because I'm the creator of that. And I'm going to take my power back and use what's mine, and I'm going to fuel my life to create, for those of you that don't want to reconcile, to create and offer something to someone that is able to match my energy, my values, my morals, and can commit, reciprocate the kind of commitment that I'm looking for, right? Because I don't want to be left out in feeling neglected ever again. I need to understand that my happiness and my emotional fulfillment is my responsibility, and I'm going to live my happiness by investing it with someone that can reciprocate equally. For those of you that do want to reconcile, Scorpio, what I'm getting here is just be aware, this person I feel is extremely stubborn. I keep on getting that energy. And so it might be like you're walking against, at this stage, just for September, it may feel that you're walking against a very, very strong wind. They're watching you. Emotionally, you're their person mentally, and their outdated beliefs are keeping them from taking action, and their pride is what's standing in between this coming together. So they need to go through that ego death so that they are able to meet you eye to eye. The bottom line here, Scorpio, that Spirit wants you to know for the month of September is that there is so much love, healing, and opportunity out there for you, right? That maybe now isn't the right time for this person, because it will be a lot of hard work and you will feel further depleted. Okay, so maybe September is the time where you nurture yourself, that self-love. You take back what's rightfully yours. You cultivate it. You resurrect the love. You open up the heart space and you look at dating people that match your energy. That will give them the time to, because they're energetically trying to reach out to you. That'll give them the opportunity, that space that you're creating gives them the opportunity to lift their vibration as you're lifting yours. Okay, I hope you guys found that helpful. If this does sound like your story and you would like to reach out for a personal reading and really work on embracing, letting go, embracing your future, and feeling and cutting that tie, I guess, in a healthy way without the resentment, I would love to do a reading for you. Feel free to reach out. Oh, by the way, guys, did you like my new logo and the banner? Tell me what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear from you. Have a good month. Bye.